Everyone, I'm Hotep, the goddess astrologer and alchemical initiatrix. This is the Divine Feminine Uprising Astrology Daily for the 17th of August, 2022. I'm going to share the chart with you and go over today. We've been having this finger of God in the chart. And so this is definitely fated moments are happening. And we are having this sextile between Neptune and Pluto. Hold on a second. There we go. So we have this sextile between Pluto and Neptune, and both of which are retrograde. And it's the soul and it's our power. And this is quincunxes to the sun. This is called a finger of God. And annotation wants to be super helpful today. I'm pretty sure I've broken a blind, a dishwasher, and a door handle in like a week. So like, I don't know, I'm really good at breaking things. So it's so funny, Uranus. So I didn't do anything. I really didn't. I like didn't even barely touch anything. So we have this finger of God, we have this fated energy about creative action, about what you're going to create in the world and where you're at. It's really important to understand like where this is in your chart, where Leo is in your chart, and what's happening for you. So what's fated? Is it in your 5th house, your 10th house of sacred calling, your 5th house of romance? Is it in your 7th house of relationships, or your 1st house of who you are and your character and your personality of who you are that houses your soul? And is this vehicle to traverse this earthly plane, this earthly existence here? And so this is really important. This is about our power. Lilith is in Cancer, about the divine feminine and not being subservient as a divine feminine woman any longer, meaning subservient. So like, what are the ways subservience shows up? It shows up in dimming in your self-worth issues, keeping you, preventing you from making that phone call, sending that email, doing your project, or leveling up in your business, leveling up to the next level of visibility, the next level of performance, the next level of projects, and your vision and what you're doing. Maybe you've always longed to do retreats and now you're not doing that yet, but it's been on in your vision, and it's time to just put the plans into place and to take those steps and do those things. Be visible as a woman in this world. It's so important to bring your wisdom to the world, because unless our voices are heard as a woman, then one half of the wisdom's missing from this world, and we've been suppressed. And so women have those self-worth issues, the superiority inferiority complex. I'm seeing a lot of that, and it's really it's a phase on the journey of reclaiming your power as a woman. Reclaiming your power meaning that you're visible, you're speaking, you understand your own creative voice, you're being your authentic self instead of trying to mimic other people. You know, you're a unique human out in the world. You're not like other people, you're unique. And this is so important. This trine from Jupiter to Venus, you know, a lot of people talk about excess, but it's really just this happy energy. It's this positive energy. So there's this heaviness that has lifted yesterday and today, this heaviness of churning through old emotions, sifting through all of our stories, and really trying to understand what we've been through. And it's this idea of now this lightness energy, this energy of play, of really understanding what you desire deep within you, what your vision is. Jupiter is your vision, and Venus is your deep, deep desires. And in Leo, it's your personal desires from your heart that you've been longing for. It's a longing, it's a craving. It's about what you love to do, not what you think you have to do for money. That's an antiquated idea. We are moving away from that. And if you haven't moved away from that individually as a human and think you have to do things for money, then you are not leveling up. Because here's the thing, when you stop doing what you think you have to do for money and start doing what you really love and what you're called to do in this life and your mission and what you really want to do, all of these all of these things are going to come up, like self-worth, confidence, taking care of yourself, providing for yourself, money, stuff, all that's going to come up. But when you go through that and you get coaching and you get your brain coached and you rewire and reprogram your brain for being able to be out of survival and living from that divine feminine intuition, you move through all of those issues and they're no longer holding you back, because they are in there. Every time you level up, your issues are that are still present are going to rise to the surface, which is great, because then you can bust through those and move into this greater expression of yourself that doesn't have those issues, because you have cleaned them up in your brain. You've released those emotions. You have that confidence and have overcome those things. Those things aren't here to limit us. Those things are here for us to overcome, heal, and release. So this is what we want to do when things come up. Things are coming up to release, to heal, to overcome. They're not coming up to limit you and prevent you, but they do limit you as long as you have this paradigm that there's a problem. It's not a problem. It's like, oh, this come up so that it was always in there. But until it was provoked by you stepping into greater visibility, until it was provoked by you trying to be in more confidence or trying to take care of yourself as a woman and not looking to a man, because we're socialized to relate to men in the culture as the authority, as the voice of reason, or as the one to look to that knows the answers. You have to start looking to yourself as a woman, as a powerful woman in this world, for the answers, and as the one with the answers, and as a leader and an expert in your industry and what you're doing. And when you start to do that, all these things arise, right? But they were always in there. They're meant to be overcome, to be healed, and to be released. So this is really powerful work that we're doing as women in this world. This Eris here, there's been a lot of planets that moved through this conjunction with Eris. Mars moved through that. And so, Mars, if you want to look at Mars as the divine masculine instead of this warmongering, aggressive energy, which it can present in the world in either way, right? But if this divine masculine is in this divine feminine sign of Taurus, seeking peace, seeking to take action from our intuition, seeking to take intuitive, practical action. Intuition is often not rational and reasonable, but it is practical. Beauty is practical. Beauty is Taurus. It's practical because it raises frequency, it raises consciousness. It makes life worth living. No one wants to live in concrete and mud puddles and ugly, nothing around them and in a desert. We want to live in beautiful spaces. We want to live in beautiful architecture and beautiful roads and beautiful cities and healthiness. And so this is this energy here. And with the moon going through this last decan, going in the second decan of Taurus, and then moving through the last decan of Taurus today, it's going to meet up with Mars and get some information emotionally about our home and about what we're wanting deep in our emotional seascape. And that has to do with peace and what we deem as really important, that makes us comfortable, that makes us feel good in life, that grounds us and roots us. And then we're going to have the moon be moving into Gemini later this week, and then tomorrow, and then Mars is also going to be heading towards that 29th degree, which is a crispy degree. It's a hard degree. We're looking through all of the degrees that Mars has come from, all of this Taurus energy that's been through, having met with the North Node, having met with Uranus. And so we want to move through that. I am going to pull a quick card here and get off. I'm trying to make the videos a little bit less long. I'm going to pull one card for us and today, and she wants to come out. So we have enough, that you are enough. And if you don't know that, what is in the way? What's that limitation? What's that emotion that just needs released? It's so simple. We do this work in Alchemical Goddess. Come into a complimentary goddess call at thegoddessastrologer.com. Responding, not reacting. Reaction is often without thought and intention, and responding is with an intention and consciousness. So we want to respond with consciousness. Sending you lots of love, and I'll talk to you in the next daily.